Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Phillips. So in case you missed our live stream this morning, I am going to go over what we talked about in class or on the Google Meet. So we have a book here called Changing Matter, okay, because we are getting ready to start our units over solid, liquid, and gas. All right. So what is matter? You're probably asking. When people ask what's the matter, they're asking you how you feel. But when people ask what is matter, they're not asking about your feelings. They're asking you a science question. Look at the world around you. Everything you see is matter. The clouds in the sky are matter. The ball hidden under your bed is matter. The crunchy red apple in your lunch is matter too. So is the apple juice in your cup. Matter is large and matter is small. It comes in many forms. The Golden Gate Bridge, a soccer ball, and even you are all examples of matter. So if you take a minute and you look around your room right now, you're probably seeing maybe a picture frame or a couch or a door. Those are all going to be examples of matter. Properties of matter. Matter comes in many forms and it has different properties. Depending on its form, a property is a quality that an opportunity has. It is something about an object that you can see, measure, or hear. It is something you can observe. The color of something is a property. Red is a property of an apple. Size is a property too. Extreme height is a property of a skyscraper. Even taste can be a property. Sweetness is a property of sugar. Knowing the properties of an object helps us better understand it. Space and mass are two properties that are found in all matter. All objects take up space. A computer takes up space on a desk. You take up space in your chair. A drink takes up space in a glass. Even air takes up space in a balloon. All objects also have mass. Mass is the amount of stuff in an object. States of matter. Matter can take the form of a solid, a liquid, or a gas. Each state of matter has its own unique properties. Solids, for example. Solids can be hard or soft. They can be big or small. Wood is solid matter. Plastic, metal, stone, bone, straw, sand, and crackers are all solids. Man-made solids include everything from computers to keys to the clothes you wear. Ice is a familiar solid. It is the solid state of water. Objects in a solid state don't change shape easily. Let's look at these jars. Okay. This one has molecules in it that are bouncing, and the jar is completely full. This one has molecules as well, and so does this one. Let's take a minute and think about what this could mean. Leave me a message on the discussion board about what you notice. Okay. Unlike solids, liquids do change shape. They can flow, pour, and even be spilled. They can change their shape to fill the space around them. Milk, oil, and ink are all liquids. Have you ever accidentally knocked over a cup of juice? Most likely it came flowing out of the cup and spilled all over the place. It may have run off the table and onto the floor. This is because liquid flows freely. Water is the most common liquid found on Earth. It doesn't have a definite shape like ice has. Instead, it takes the shape of its container. If there isn't a container, water keeps flowing. Just like the spilled juice, water is made of the same molecules found in ice, but the molecules in water move more freely. Gases don't have any shape or size of their own. They spread quickly to fill the space around them. Similar to liquids, gases flow easily, but they can also be compressed or squeezed. One example of compression is a basketball. Gas is forced into a small hole on the ball with an inflator needle. When the needle is removed, the hole closes. Gas can only escape if the hole opens. Gases are often invisible, so most of the time we cannot see them, but gases are all around you. Think of one that's in this room right now. You're breathing it. What do you think that is? Okay, if you said air, you're right. Even an empty glass is filled with air. The air we breathe in is a mixture of multiple gases. One of the gases is oxygen. So let's look and compare. Solids and liquids, they have a definite volume. Okay. Liquids and gases have no definite shape, and all of them are made up of atoms and they take up space. Plasma. Many people think there are only 3 states of matter, but there are actually more. Plasma is the fourth state of matter. It is similar to a gas, but is affected by magnets, and it is often very hot. It's actually the most common type of matter in the universe. It's possible that the universe was formed from a ball of plasma. Today, plasma is found in our sun, stars, lightning, and even some TV screens. Scientists are always experimenting to find different ways to use plasma. In the future, plasma may be used to create electrical power. What about you? Let's think about the things. Your body is made up of three states of matter. You have solid bones and teeth. Your skin, heart, and brains are also solids. Blood, sweat, and tears are liquids. There is air in your lungs, the area surrounding your brain, and inside your stomach. But why is blood liquid? Blood must be able to flow freely through your body. Why are teeth solid? They must be strong to grind food so it can be digested. Each part of your body is in a certain state for a certain reason. Okay, let's talk about changing matter. Matter doesn't always stay the same. There are many ways it can change. One type of change is a physical change. Physical changes occur when the size or state of matter changes. The matter will look and feel different, but it is still made up of the same combination of molecules. It still has the same mass. For example, when butter melts, it changes from a solid to a liquid, but don't let its appearance fool you. It's still butter. It still tastes like butter. It still smells like butter. You can also cool it to turn it back into a solid. Then you can heat it and turn it back into a liquid. The changes can be reversed and do not last. Okay, so let's think about scrambled eggs. If you scramble those eggs, first the egg is a solid because it has a hard shell. You crack it and then it becomes a liquid and goes into a bowl. Then if we take a fork and we scramble that, what do you think that is? Okay, if you said liquid, that's right, because we haven't physically changed it. But now if we add it to a stove or a microwave and heat it, it becomes a solid. It becomes scrambled eggs. Another kind of change is a chemical change. This change occurs when molecules move into different combinations. These changes cannot be undone. It is a permanent when a new substance is formed. When a wood log is burned, it turns to ash. A chemical change occurs as the log burns. The change cannot be undone. The ashes cannot be cooled to make a log again. The ashes smell and look different from wood log. The molecules have changed and something new has been made. Heating matter is one way to change it. After a storm, the ground is soaked with puddles of water. Soon the sun comes out from behind the clouds. It heats the water on the ground and the water dries up. It may seem like the water's disappeared, but it's actually evaporated. Oh, that's a vocab word. So evaporation is when a liquid is heated and it turns to gas, it evaporates into the air. Sweating is the body's way of releasing heat into the air. When sweat evaporates, it cools the skin. The ground is no longer wet and muddy, but the water did really disappear. It just changed states. The liquid rain turned into gas, and the gas spreads out into the air. When the temperature rises, molecules get excited and move around a lot. As they move more and more, they bounce off one another. If another heat is added, the substance changes state. Heat can also melt a solid into a liquid. Imagine a solid ice cube sitting in the sun. In time, the sun melts the ice cube into water, and now the matter is a liquid. Okay, cooling. When it gets cold enough, matter can change from a liquid to a solid. Water usually freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. That is why ice cubes can be found in your freezer. Ice can also be found outside during winter, and ice can be found all year at the North Pole. Matter can also change from a gas to a liquid when it is cooled. In the morning, you may see water on the grass and wonder how it got there. During the day, water vapor rises into the air, but at night, the air becomes cooler. The water vapor turns back into drops of water. These small water droplets are known as dew. This happens because just like when molecules speed up, as they're heated, they slow down as they're cooled. If molecules slow down enough, the water droplets will change the states again. Okay, this is an awesome picture of lava. Okay, so right now I want you to take your fist and I want you to squeeze as hard as you can. So squeeze, 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 squeeze. Is your hand hurting yet? I bet it is. Okay, imagine if you had a rock in that, and that was the earth, and the earth is squeezing that rock. Okay, so you can squeeze it hard enough, and then with the sun heating it, it changes into this lava. Isn't that pretty cool? I think so. Okay, so why does matter matter? Without matter, there would be no you. Without matter, there would be no universe. Matter is the stuff that all things are made of. It can change form, but each state of matter has its own unique properties. We can't pass through solids unless we cut or break them. That's why it's impossible to walk through walls. Liquids change their shape very easily. That's why we don't wear scarves made of hot chocolate. Gases spread out through the air. That's why sitting in a gas chair wouldn't work. Matter is all around us. It's even in us. Understanding the different states of matters help us to better understand the world we live in, and that's matters. Okay, here's a fun experiment. This one talks about Alka-Seltzer, but you don't have to have that. If you have a balloon, baking soda, and vinegar at your house, this would be a fun way to see how you can capture gas. If you put a little bit of vinegar inside like a soda bottle or a water bottle, and then put a couple tablespoons of baking powder inside the balloon, and then put the balloon lips on top of the soda or the water bottle, and then flip it up, the baking soda will sprinkle out into the vinegar, and then it will emit gas, and your balloon will blow up. So you don't have to do it, but it's fun, and it might be a demonstration that I might do next week. So I hope you enjoyed this book. I have put an assignment on Google Classroom for you for solid, liquids, and gas. So please complete that and turn it in. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Bye.